both of these players. The game plan overall, just a lot better. G-XTREME is also a player that eats Pikachu. He's going to get all the conversions he wants.
And that being said, Ian, this is a run back of Winners Finals. G-XTREME did manage to eke it out, but other than that last game, it felt like he eked it out. He did stick with the Pikachu through the full 5 games, but through a lot of tonight, his Pikachu's been dropping some things that you might expect him to hit. He's been misspacing T-Jolt into drag down Nair into grab, and he's been dropping a lot more lightning loops than normal, and that's part of dual maining, is sometimes both your characters aren't as warmed up as you'd like to be, but he did take it, and we're into game 1 on PS2.
Yeah, an easy thing here, back here, back here, back here. Not gonna go for anything too fancy, doesn't really have to, but that's the little tricky thing. Man, you gotta be careful with that Crash Bomber.
And he goes for the early down air. That's something that, as in that last couple games of the set, he managed to hit on Blitz a couple times, and it kept working, so it's definitely a good option. And the Thunder, he was going for that again in Winners, and he wasn't able to find it there too much, but here he early finds one early, doesn't quite take the stock, but early 100.
So much right now. Just off that conversion, it's only been about 20, 30 seconds, and he's just taking the stock.
And that's
pulling full force.
Absolutely. And that F smash, he was looking for them all night. He hit one to take the set against Blitz and takes the first one there. This is a different G-XTREME on Pikachu than we've seen in some of these earlier top 8 matches, and he's playing like he smells blood in the water.
Yeah, I mean, he also probably wants to get out of here, right?
Very true. It is.
This is his last set, potentially, unless Blitz wins it, right?
Yes.
So, and he's going strong, and PS2 making the best games, and honestly, making a quick game, it looks like, compared to all these other sets that these people have played.
And what a good spacing on that quick attack there, just catching the end. That does lead to combos. It doesn't there, but is so hard to punish. Now he's in disadvantage. Using that air dodge to get around that F smash, still has the Metal Blade, and has the disadvantage here, but has Crash Bomber. He tried to use the ledge invulnerability. However, it ran out just in time. Blitz finding the back air and taking that first stock.
Yeah, a great rebuttal to that early stock. I mean, sometimes you get rattled. You're in a completely different matchup, right? And versus the better player, now you kind of got to strain things up. You know, fix that tie. This is where it counts.
And Blitz doing a very good job of keeping his composure, playing his patient game that you see of Mega Man. And one of the interesting things that's interesting here is how aggressive G-XTREME is playing. You were talking earlier about patience, but in Winners, when they both played patient, that was when Blitz was getting ledges. And unfortunate SD game 1.
You hate to see it, but I mean, that's the way the cookie crumbles at times. And, you know, the mark of a good player is how they come back from this,
Absolutely.
Right? So we're going to see Blitz right now. He still understands. He's got about 5 minutes on the clock. He's going to take all the time he needs, especially if you SD there, right? Get your mental back.
Yep, you take that time and you say, okay. And he went for the single up air bridge there into the extra back air, just getting a little bit of extra damage, using quick attack to just Pikachu's get out of jail free card, as they call it. Finding the Vising Nair just to set up for an edge guard, catching the jump into double forward air.
Wow,
and
beautiful conversion from G-XTREME.
Oh, and he went all the way down there for that.
Wow, Blitz really looking for these dares. I'm not seeing them paying off too much, and it's really just a tempo thing.
Yep, it definitely feels, well, as you said it, you caster curse G-XTREME just a little bit there, but
I'll take it, right?
Yeah, I mean, Blitz, it seemed like, was looking for those dares, maybe just trying to say, okay, I need another early stock. I need to get back into this. How do I do that? And he is, you know, he's still got 60%, 65% here to claw back, but he's, you know, Mega Man's very good at doing that, controlling the pace of the game, just dealing you chip damage over and over, not letting you get in, not letting you close it out, and, you know, 3.5 minutes is still a long time away from a timeout.
Definitely a lot, and, you know, G-XTREME, when he's like, all right, you know what, I'm just going to start quick attacking, and that's what we're seeing right now. In that ledge trap situation, you see how he's waiting for that jump, barely misses the timing, and now back to center.
Absolutely, and just Mega Man now trying to get down, Blitz trying to get down here. What a great, falls out of the forward air, recognizes a beautiful reaction from G-XTREME, finding that Nair drag down smash. But Blitz managing to get off ledge, get back. He's at 42 now, 134. A lot of Pika's options are going to kill, but not dash attack just yet. Although the next one, if it gets unstaled, it might even kill staled at this point.
You could tell that G-XTREME's looking for it.
Yeah.
Look at the way that he's not really throwing anything out. Look at the way that he's kind of just looking to get in.
And you can also see he's trying to condition him to play a little bit more grounded too. He's trying to definitely stay above him. Up throw, not quite going to take it. The next one might, the 175. Even for a character like Pikachu, that's a very long time to see someone living. And
Yep.
Blitz,
And right here, and we're seeing Blitz just trying to cover it. He's still in this. You see, he still has that Metal Blade. Anytime you see that Metal Blade there, you know he's gonna have a Metal Blade to back air.
and that forward air would have done it, but falls out. The back air not quite doing it, just at 185. I can't remember the last time I've seen a character live this long against G-XTREME's Pikachu, even though if the character doesn't get kill confirms, you know, you can.
Yeah, and the big thing here, Mega Man is heavy, right? He's going to play that chip damage game, so it's going to be easier for those trades to kind of work out in that favor.
An up air almost killing now. That doing a great job of fading back and then waiting out that at F smash there. Air 197, is he going to make it to the 200% mark?
I don't even think it'll matter that much because it's still, yeah, it's still just a grab away.
Yep, absolutely. But that was an amazing job surviving from Blitz, but ultimately his survivability came at the cost of just not being able to tack on enough damage through meaningful conversions. Mega Man, as you said, very good at that chip damage, but chip damage only does so much when you're down 100, you know, when you have 100% to make up, and there's 3.5 minutes for the Pikachu to
a lot more to go through, right? I think that's the thing. You want to see something. I think a big thing. If he was in a scramble situation, you know, that could have been a tomahawk. That wasn't. Blitz doesn't necessarily do that all the time, and even if it won't kill, you got to get something or an empty hop into something else, right?
Yep.
You're in a scramble situation. You know you got to grab. That's the safest way for you to go about it, and that's the kind of thing you got to think about that late into the game.
And one of the things, Blitz didn't go for a lot of grabs that first game. He didn't go for a lot of games in the entire winner's final set either against G-XTREME. I don't know if it's part of his game plan against Pikachu, but he hasn't gone for a ton of them. We see the back air, up air, back air, but misses that back air again.
I just think he loves pressing buttons.
That's
you're
very
grabbing
fair.
somebody, that's, you know, that's less buttons you're pressing.
That's very, very fair.
This man loves the BPM. I'd love to get like a counter.
Yeah, beautiful parry there by G-XTREME, using that thunder to prevent him from dying to that down air like we saw earlier, or the angle kind of preventing that with PS2.
And with that being said, now it's just, again, even percents, it's really all about who takes the first stock, and mainly because I think if G-XTREME takes it, he has so much more average conversions overall.
Absolutely, and Blitz loves to control the pace of the game, and it's so much harder to do when you're behind, especially against a character like Pikachu, who can switch between so aggressive and so campy on a dime with tools like Quick Attack and T-Jolt.
Yeah, and that scramble there, gonna work out in his favor. Those are like a little, I guess, a bait of an S-Smash. I'm not gonna comment about it.
Yep.
But, you know, they're still going back and forth. G-XTREME slightly edging out, like I mentioned, just because of the conversion that he gets in comparison to Blitz, and that's the name of the game of this one.
G-XTREME's been going for a lot of, in both these sets against Mega Man so far, a lot of rising airs that doesn't necessarily lead too much, but is one of, if not Pikachu, I think it's Pikachu's quickest option at frame 4. So finds the thunder there, not quite killing it, doesn't quite get the spike hitbox. 156 again. Mega Man Blitz doing a really good job of keeping himself alive.
That was definitely a misinput for sure on G-XTREME's end, but he manages to kind of sneak through. Oh my, and
finds the dash.
That's a very interesting thing, right? G-XTREME makes a little mistake there. Blitz not realizing, tries to compensate for it, and that's how he loses that first stock. A very interesting thing. You don't, you'll see a lot, but you don't see commentators caught out a lot. I mean, some people are just a bit greedy, especially when you're playing against a campy player.
Absolutely, and here, what's interesting is,
wow,
he went all the way out there.
Yeah, I've ever seen him do that versus G-XTREME. That was crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I think maybe he feels like he wants it, and one of the things here is, you mentioned first stock's very important, but so too is, if Blitz can manage to get this soon, I mean now 50, 60%, it's a little...
G-XTREME just converting so much.
Yeah, and that's the stock. That's, I think this is... Blitz is kind of starting to get a little bit antsy, it seems.
Well, at least they're in that second stock, and it wasn't even so much of how many times. It was just, that's how you started, right?
DI.
It was just, you know, that one conversion that G-XTREME just like, you know, I'm just gonna keep you pressured. And, you know, you got someone antsy,
yep,
you'll keep him there.
Absolutely, and Blitz, you know, just not able to ever find a way to reset and just take a breather. And he is someone who does so good when he gets a... That was a beautiful job. Read his option well, just misspaced that grab slightly.
He was doing it so much about the entire stock, and just like that, he's already at 78. G-XTREME finally paying his toll as Blitz gets through it. But
and if Blitz manages to find, you know, 68 for Mega Man can rack on a lot of damage when he wants to. 78% now, tied percent-wise. However, the stock is one full stock in G-XTREME's favor. Just pulls out the vault up smash. looking almost like a Fox player there. Another one on that time, a down smash, not quite killing, but now Blitz is 1 or 2 good hits away from dying and has to pretty much take a stock and then an almost perfect one.
Yeah, and even outside of that, we got to really see, like, can Blitz do it after this stock? He's at 125. This is a very different from being like 80%, 90%. This is where at some point soon, dash attack's coming for you.
Yep. And it's possible, you know, if he does get dash attack towards stage, but dash attack could maybe barely not kill. But now 138, that 10% difference, I think is going to make all the difference. As you said, dash attack coming for him.
Yeah,
and G-XTREME is looking for anything at this point, looking for a grab 2, maybe for an up throw, and there's that dash attack.
It's not going to kill just yet. I mean, at this point, right? But the big thing is, can Blitz get a 0 to death after this stock if he takes it, right? I mean, at this point, you want to start seeing some S smashes maybe while they're jumping in this neutral mix.
And he finds the up B. Sure you.
The up
Sorry, up tilt, yeah.
Yeah, outside of that, I mean, that Crash Bomber keeps him in the shield, and you can't be too greedy getting off, but I don't think G-XTREME has to be greedy. He has 3 minutes to play with, and impossible to lose in terms of a timeout situation.
Yep. And all G-XTREME has to do pretty much is, you know, he's dead to a grab, he's dead to a smash attack, he's dead to a nair, he's dead to a T-Jolt at certain spacings. He's dead to almost anything at 186. And so, as you said, Blitz has to play this almost perfectly. Back air, maybe the one thing that's he's not almost dead to, this time actually making it all the way to 200%, but
yeah, you gotta move there.
Forward tilt at ledge at 200%, almost no ledge involved.
You see those T-Jolts, they're intentional, so they're not to hit him there, they're to stall him. At that point in time, you know, more percent, less time on stage, less invulnerability.
Absolutely.
That was, you know, very well executed. When you have someone pressured there, high percent, guess what they want to do? They want to wait.
Yep.
Great job by G-XTREME. You know, it's this matchup kind of looks rough. I think the real matter of the truth is Blitz needs to start getting more of his conversions, and he needs to start looking for a reliable way to kind of finish out these stocks. At some point, it's just like, yeah, I kind of hope the straight hits here, but we need to start seeing him adapting to some of the habits that G-XTREME has. I mean, he's showing them here, but I mean, like, unless Blitz is going to start punishing them, it's not going to matter. And the real way to start punishing these habits is to start getting into a position where these habits can really show themselves. What does he do when he's getting closer? What is Blitz doing that G-XTREME has adapted to? I mean, we all know, like, it's constantly pressing buttons. That's what Blitz does.
And I will say, G-XTREME 2 has managed to hit all of his conversions this set that he's gone for pretty much, which is a stark contrast to their Game 5 winners finals set. And with those less opportunities to catch G-XTREME slipping, Blitz still hasn't taken a game yet, and let's see if he does, but start with 4 back airs.
Yeah, I mean, just one for each person in the carpool, huh?
Absolutely. Sometimes you just got to count them out.
Yeah, just eat one for each homie, and no jump. This is a big situation. G-XTREME understanding this, great weight, and that leash is going to keep Blitz safe for a bit.
And that was still a good thunder, though. I like that because it does force him. It does force the issue at least. And he gets back, finding the T-Jolt into the nair, gets the grab, up throw, tries to up throw thunder. That would have been the stock, but doesn't quite get the DI. Blitz doing a good job of getting up.
Oh my gosh! And Blitz showing off some of that fancy footwork with that full still conversion. Didn't get the most, but you know, something like that kind of puts on pressure.
Yeah, and Blitz is definitely starting. Like, it looks like he's dug deep here. He looks very confident. He's pulling out some sauce, and he's definitely saying, "Hey, you might be up 2 games, but you know, I'm the number 2 seed for a reason here."
Yeah, I mean, definitely trying to make the difference when you're looking at the number 1, and he's doing a great job of it so far. Maybe we might finally see all the way on the other side. I was gonna say, maybe we might see Blitz try to 2-frame with a down tilt for once. Something like that could possibly happen, but
that dash attack on platform just barely not killing. I like that as a mix-up option from G-XTREME. It's not something that Blitz has to keep in mind and respect. It's not something we see very often at all.
And there's those S smashes. This is exactly what I'm talking about, that Blitz needs to do with some of those points with the mid-range pokes.
But that fair covering so much space, especially when you're slightly above Pikachu like that, and just saying you can't come down. But the up smash, so key to his victory, is in that first set, and something we haven't seen earlier tonight. In these first 2 games, is Blitz has moved away from those up smashes from winners finals, and it's not working out for him.
I think it also has to do with the fact that he's not in a situation where the up smashes are killing.
Absolutely.
He has hit a couple of them here and there, but G-XTREME's done a great job of being less reckless kind of just taking it more of his time in terms of, I want to get this conversion. Oh, dang.
He was so close to dying off the top
and
there.
He's still almost close to dying in general, but Blitz kind of goes to the Metal Blade, allows him to come back for that, and now he's just kind of getting sharked by G-XTREME.
Yep, G-XTREME is so good at kind of keeping you in the positions he wants you in, even if that means giving up a little bit of stage control. He just kind of says, this is where I want you to be. Good luck. Pikachu. I have all the tools because I'm Pikachu.
It is Pikachu, right? Yeah, and exactly. And just like that, from that pressure, I mean, that was back and forth, zigzag across the stage. Don't matter. He's going to finish his plate. That's exactly how he does it.
And that's Blitz on tournament stock now. We see this is the same way Game 5 started, except instead of that last set, but instead of 80% on Blitz, now it's 83 on G-XTREME. Blitz looking, saying, I'm not quite done yet. Can he get it? But he just,
there's so much
G-XTREME's just running him over at this point.
Yeah, even at that point, you see him going for a Thunder. He has this almost in the palm. He just down airs. Yeah.
That was a good air dodge to get out of that.
Great job by Blitz. He's going to have to pull out something here, right? Doesn't have to be too fancy. 79 is definitely a lot to work with. But he's been stuck behind in most of these situations. And look at G-XTREME.
G-XTREME looked like he wanted that down air there, and those pellets prevented him from going for that. Good job by Blitz to kind of keep himself alive there.
It's also great conditioning. Yeah, and that's the whole point, right? Because you see him doing nothing, and he's going to live.
That was really good by Blitz. I was not sure. Good option there, but maybe not the safest.
Classic up tilt. No, it's a good mix-up because of the platform.
And he gets it there, so one stock apiece. Blitz definitely still has ground to make up. That's been the story of the set. He gets him to a last stock situation, but he was always almost at kill percent when he does. Can he close out this game, or is this going to be the tournament?
You can't let G-XTREME get close to you at this point in the set.
And
that's it. There you go.
That's it.
Goodbye.
Congratulations to G-XTREME and
he's like,
Blitz.
why? Blitz.
I think
if that was out there, I'd be talking to Blitz.
I wish we could get a replay, because Blitz was so close to the top of that up smash. He might have been able to SDI out of it, because when you get that high, you can actually SDI up and pop out of that up smash or down smash.
It's also a big mental thing. You saw him just like, all right, you know, I'm just taking out. I'm just getting hit by this. Like, GG's. He's very frustrated. I mean, that's just how he is at times, right? No big deal.
Yep.
But really, he just needs to. Hey, hope you're watching this, Blitz. My guy, come on. You can't be just like mashing so much. That's the big thing. G-XTREME, a great player, definitely one of Connecticut's finest. He's been clawing his way up, and he's been the up-and-comer in this state, and he's plowed through so many people.
It's an incredible journey to watch.
You can't do what's been working for you for so long and expect these players not to come out and not to show you what's up.
And I mean, G-XTREME 2, one of the best character lineups you could possibly ask for. Two of the top 3 or 4 characters in the game, and Pikachu and Steve, covers just about anything you want playstyle-wise, matchup-wise. Really just can steamroll whatever you want when he wants to. And honestly, tonight, congratulations to G-XTREME for first, congratulations to Blitz for second, and congrats to TRL for third.
Yeah, well, thanks, guys. We're going to start wrapping up. My name is Hindsight. You can follow me at Hindsight_. You know, feel free to check out my Twitter. This is...
I'm Ritual, and you can follow me at RitualSSB on Twitter. I just changed my tag, so hopefully it's way easier to find me now. So also check out my Twitter, and definitely check out Hindsight's as well, because he's an awesome person and a community leader in this scene, and we're lucky to have you, so thanks.
Thanks, appreciate it. I hope you guys see you next week at the next Vortex.
Yep, see ya.